Hello, welcome back. Last time I accidentally spent the entire day at home, but I learned and did a lot of stuff. It was very productive. So, I have a serpent staff, I have the Dungeon of Legend is open, and I have a theory that I wanted to test and didn't manage to get around to testing, so we're gonna do that right now. I want to go to the Marshlands of Death. That's the Desert of Life. I want to go to the Marshlands of Death. And I want to be in this spot. Like, in between skull eyes, dig here for a chest maybe, reach out deep inside the skull nose, there's a button on this wall maybe. I think it's pretty iffy that I've come to even remotely the right conclusion about that, but it's absolutely worth testing. Okay, so in terms of like today's actual activities, oh right, and I can go here because I have this thing. Now hold on, there were supposed to be like crafting altars or something here of interest. Maybe I'll actually do that since I'm in the area. But first, skull stuff. If that's a skull. It could be a skull. Because, like, there was one clue local to this zone. The other one was in wherever the Great Treasure Hunt was initiated. And that's something that I've been trying to get going again for some time. And yet, whoops, like, this whole area just seemed to have no purpose whatsoever, and this would give it a purpose. So I like this theory. Hey! Possibly confirmed! Yes, definitely confirmed. Clue 3, Great Treasure Hunt. So I was right? This is the skull? This. That seemed so far-fetched, and yet, there we go. There it is, all musty. I actually got it. Alright, bottom right cross in place of extreme darkness. This is a place where it's always midnight. Bottom right cross. Is this extreme darkness? Oblivion, bottom right cross. Bottom right cross. Oblivion's pretty dark. That's a cross. You can't dig underwater though, as far as I know, and like, bottom right? Also, this a complete mystery to me. That's a suspicious protrusion. Why is this? Well, that's probably going to open up when the baby is brought back, and that's where that thing will be. What was this? One of these was the encounter where I needed a lot more armor. Maybe I could do that now? I don't know if my stats are better enough. Let's just look at... Is there any place I would identify as something of extreme darkness? Not really... Science, please stay. Not really. Definitely not. Not currently. Okay, so if I hold my mouse button, they'll stay. Definitely not. I would not say so. Nope. Yes, because it's always midnight. Okay, it would be a little weird to be in the same zone, but not that weird. Bottom right cross, though. Cross? I mean, it's underwater once again. Nothing else here. I mean, sure, those are crosses, but those are ones that I placed. That doesn't count. I don't think I'm looking for a plus shape, right? That's kind of a plus shape, but that's way in the left. I don't think it's here. I think there may be a place of extreme darkness I have not encountered yet. Now this says the dark sewers. That says the murky caverns. That says the mines of Shadow Doom. I mean, it could be in here. Nothing here looks like a cross in particular. And like several crosses with a bottom right one. Okay, well, I have the clue now. I can keep it in mind. So, reach out deep inside the skull nose of death. So if this is in between the skull eyes, this must be the skull nose, and there must be... I'm reaching out. Oh! Well, look at that! It was on the floor! I just kind of boggled at the idea that I actually identified this as the skull. But it was a shape that's pretty distinctive. It had no other purpose that I could find. It was in this zone, so just all the clues fit. And this was not the skull, but it matches with it. There we go! I did it! Hey, check it out, there's a skull in here. Alright, hey, Alex, editing this video in the future, note that there's a skull here. Your skull inventory is very incomplete, so you're gonna have to look at, old videos and dig through them, and that's gonna be terrible because I almost never open this box. That's not true at all! I open it all the time when I'm looking for my food. So that might be easier than I thought. Anyway, okay. So I still have that task to do. It's not urgent. Like, what would that task do for me? It would allow me to, if I'm at like 15 out of 16 skulls, it would allow me to identify the zone where I need to focus on finding another one, which would be pretty useful, I imagine. So that's done, that's done, that's done. Yeah! 3 things resolved all at once. Okay. Everybody who knew the solution to that at the end of the last video when I was forgetting is like, no, actually try that. You might be onto something. Okay, knowledge was going to Para right now. And with it, you were upgrading your missile weapons all the way to 5. Sounds great. I also got Huntsman Cloak for Evasion, Dexterity, Vitality. You already have one. You have one that gives you energy, which you like better. Minus evasion, but who cares? Protection... Okay, that's interesting. Why do I lose 5 protection from this? Or 6 protection from this 5 protection thing? Is it because of armor skill? Let's assume that's it. I guess that's an armor piece. Sure. Everything that gives protection. So 6 protection or 5 evasion plus also some health and accuracy. How much accuracy? 2. You're not having accuracy issues. Are you having protection issues? Are you having evasion issues? Evasion's pretty good. Protection's very high. Evasion's not that high. I think that's probably an upgrade. Okay. Bear skull helmet. One person's wearing one of those. You could instead wear heavy armor and trade that for protection. I'll probably just keep this at home. This, another scythe, sure. You might get critical someday, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, right, and Spirit Walker pendant. Oh! This thing, like, ruins my life. Let's just put it away and forget about it, maybe. That doesn't feel great. But maybe I should do it anyway. Alright, I'm just going to put this back on Para, who's not benefiting from the willpower particularly. Okay, so Spirit Walker Pendant, that's a lot of energy. That's very nice. And it's some dexterity, too. Which is also nice. Okay, you have a snack of whatever smallest, which is that. Okay. So, that's resolved, that's resolved. The chest was buried. I don't think I know what the place of extreme darkness is yet. I was thinking this has to do with a flute. I haven't seen the flute yet. I know that's an item that exists. Okay, anyway, Dungeon of Legend, but like there are 2 Dungeon of Legend entrances, and this clearly is the one that I actually go into. This is like the Super Dungeon of Legend. Is that what it actually said there? Like, did I misread this? I should be able to safely go back there. It's a bit of a walk. So right here, this is where this stuff is. There's a face, and a rattling boss just roared at me somewhere, I think. Did I hear that right? That's an ogre. I can't do anything to this monster, right? I can heal it. That's what I can do to it. Got it. So, what does this say? Oh, recovery my body deep within the Dungeon of Legend and defeat the super boss inside. And I will reward you. Imminent death ahead. No, it says Dungeon of Legend. Challenge area optional. But this is just like, Dungeon of Legend challenge area, I guess. Oh right, and that shoots a fireball at me very rudely. Okay. Well hey, I can take this thing though. Is that necessary for something? It doesn't like... It's not like the serpent staff and spits or anything, it's just a thing. Anyway, I probably need to bring your body. So that's gonna be like the bony remains and stuff. Okay, so that part of Dungeon of Legend not open to me. You suppose this thing's happened to like open itself somehow? It has not. Is there a lever or something I can pull somewhere? I keep wondering about this forest. Mysteries remain in the forest, but I don't know how to make any headway with any of them. There's that. But I have no idea what it means. Can I see behind here? I really cannot. Snail will lose, mosquito will win. Alright, anyway, so I should probably just go... If I want to check the Dungeon of Legend in the Valley of Storms, I could do that. Is that what I want to do? No, I want to go to... What is it? Oblivion? Right, if I'm here... I'm having, like... prickles of memory. There being, like, something I needed to do in this zone. Oops. But I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so let me just get recombobulated and figure out what I'm doing and fix this injury that Para sustained. What the... I could have just done that this whole time? Oh. So this is open to me now, by the way. Okay. Again, a thing I was quite certain I had tried. Problem is, sometimes I create a false memory and, like, I think I've tried something, but I just have not. Okay. So I can just place a rock there despite there being a dude on it. Alright, well this is from a million years ago. I had an impression that there'd be like a whole zone hidden away in here. Will this solve some of the, like, ancient mysteries I had for, like, where things are? Or is this just a tiny little nothing detour that I just somehow didn't stumble upon until now? I'm in the, this place, Forest of Mysteries, by the way. Okay, was that just for the fruit? Feels like there's gotta be something secondary here. Oh? Oh? Your future grave if you pursue me. Okay, well this is what we do with graves. Found a buried body with loot. Okay. Well, it was a green gem, that's cool. Alright, I don't know who me is. So this is still force-fielded. Going in here did not do anything to resolve that. Oh, yes it did. There's that lever. I figured there was one buried in there somewhere, and I found it. Pointy shoes. Silk hose. Yeah, this is from a million years ago. Hey, 4 potions of vitality. That's quite nice. Energy regeneration and food consumption. You already have one. Okay. Alright, well, hey, at least that's that done. Was that gem too heavy for you? Alright, well, let's feed some potions to just everybody. Anybody whose vitality especially low or poison resist? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna balance things out that way, sure. Okay, so yeah, that's as far as I can go there. This is done. Great. So yeah, mysteries remain in the forest, but south of the forest is resolved. Alright, so that injury is fixed, and I've taken inventory a little bit, and I think there's 7 different zones that I could make some headway into. Right, so I sort of prioritized those when I was putting my notes together before. And, yeah, that's done. And the one that caught my eye most at that time was was Pat's Castle Courtyard. Because something was said about... Hang on, I think I can read that note over here. One of these two? Gem creation. Blue gem, rock, and ether. Whoa! Ah! So you can upgrade a gem to a higher tier with just herbs. Oh man, I should have brought an alchemist, but then I wouldn't have all the benefits of having a rogue. Yeah, can't have everybody. Gotta make some trade-offs. So just green gem, blood drop cap. So, man, rocks are incredibly valuable, making it all the more annoying that I did the thing I did in Edge of the World. Ah, if only I had figured out what those pressure plates were for earlier. Been moved to the front of Pat's Castle. I still don't know... Oh, I think I know what this means. I think all this is saying is these are hidden around the world. Not that, like, go to this altar, try some items in different combinations than the recipes say. Okay, I just had a misread on that. Okay, solving all the things. Even stuff I didn't remember I needed to solve. Okay, yeah, so I think if I get to the front of Pat's Castle, I'll have access to gem upgrading. That's less interesting than I was thinking because I'm not currently pinched on my gem count. So, the thing that catches my eye the most, just like right now today, is Mines of Shadow Doom. That's where I feel like going. So maybe I will. Scaled Cloak, I'm just gonna put you here in the pile of heavy armor. Which I think is this. That seems right. Why this crystal is here? That's not where that's supposed to be. Ah! I can't see very well. Yeah, I have a collection of these over here. You were not in it, and you should be. And I carry 2 of those on me normally, and that should be plenty. Okay. You ready to chomp on that? Sure. Those don't hurt when I eat them in this game. Spirit Crook, nobody's ever going to use this. Snail Slice, sure that goes in the food box. Bear Skull Helmet, I already have one, and I'm not so sure how long I'll keep it. Wand of Fear? I've never used this. I'm going to put it down. But like, it's an interesting item. Might come in handy someday for something, but when it does, I'll come here to pull it out. All of this looks okay. I already managed my notes, got the crystal amulet there when I'm ready for it. Jewel pendant. I mean, it's kinda good. How heavy is it? 0.7? Nothing. But not much. Nobody's gonna want these, yeah. I mean, when would I put that on? Like, I don't want to take this off for a Spirit Mirror pendant, even though you're a bit behind. So I'm not gonna... yeah, this ruins my everything. I'm gonna leave it here. Just say no to that. Like, it's just way more work to optimize for it than it ends up being worth, like, every time that I've interacted with it. Okay, so I'm working on that. I have a third clue. I don't know what it points to. Right, this is available, but currently I'm not doing it. Someday I will. So I wanted to go to Mines of Shadow Doom, which is kind of right back the way I came, isn't it? I guess Desert of Life would be closest. Happy is here. I opened the way to your old town if you want to go back there. Although people there weren't too friendly toward you, but they're all dead now. Is there something glowing? Wow! Okay, so don't hold back forever, or you'll just get stuck in the zone transition. This looks so glowy, but I guess it's just the moon reflecting off of it. Yeah, the moon. That thing? Behind the clouds? Okay, so I'm trying to go to Mines of Shadow Doom, which is right here. Don't touch that. So in here you say, recover my bone amulet and defeat the shadow dragon. In that order. So there was a locked door somewhere here, just straight to the north pretty much. Do you take a brass key? You don't. That is not the key for you. Do you take a prison key? No. Do you take a hub key? No. Gold? No. Okay. That's interesting. I can poison that, but it doesn't breathe, so it doesn't care. What's the other one I tried? Prison. Prozoin. Alright, so in that case, I have no idea what this brass key is for. It's gonna sit in my bag, I'll forget about it forever, then I'll find a lock, try it on it, that, like 20 episodes later. Did I ever interact with this chest? Implication is that I did. How did that happen? There was a energy bridge here once somehow? I feel like I raced there from something or other. Anyway, this is stepped, this is on my map, there's no question mark there, so that means I looted it. Okay, well, this is not open to me right now. Okay, so it's good to have that confirmed, just so that I can not think about it at the moment, not consider it an option. So, there's the Abyss. I only kind of did half of that place. That does not catch my fancy at the moment, unsurprisingly. Let's go to Oblivion. How do I get there? How do I get there? From the Desert of Life, which is here. In the northwest, which is not here. Okay. That wind gate, that doesn't go through. So there's an invisible island master in there. Let's see how doable that encounter is. It's been waiting for me for a while. I mean, it's pretty dark here. This is a cross. Bottom right cross. I mean, like, there? Also, right, I could get water breathing, but it wouldn't help me that much. Well, let's not worry about that right now. Let's try this island master thing.